All right. Welcome, everybody. We are here with some D9 Overwatch action coming at you. This is a T3 playoff matchup between Ohana and Apollo. Losers bracket round one. I do have the lovely Oliviosa joining me in the booth here today.
Hello.
Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Or, thank you for having me.
I'm so
Whichever.
excited. All of the above.
All of the above.
Let me move around.
No, I'm excited
people.
you're here. I'm excited to bring this match. This is going to be a good one. We had Apollo.
Good to go. Everything's set up for Elios. I'm so excited we're going to Elios. I was not expecting.
Wait, we're actually going to
Elios
Elios?
first out. Yeah, I told you we're going to Elios.
I could have swore you said we were going to Lijiang. All right, I better fix that then.
No,
Okay,
I
so we
said-
are going to Elios for our first map. We're off to a good start here, folks.
We're so good at this. All right.
On the side of Ohana, they have chose to protect Siggy Boy, as Fisker so elegantly put it. They are going to ban Hammond. So it's the first time I've seen a Hammond ban here in this tournament. What does Apollo got in store for us, Olivia?
They've protected Reinhardt and banned Baptiste, which is not a surprise. Baptiste is so good when it comes to control points. As long as you have control of the point and you have that immortality field in the right spot, you are just set for at least a good couple seconds for percentage. So it's really easy to see that Baptiste got banned. So this is going to be really interesting. I'm seeing like double shield. They're trying to compensate maybe for that lack of shield that Orisa is going to have. It takes like 3 Junkrat grenades to kill an Orisa shield now, so it's scary. Scary.
Well, we did have a match last night, T4 match last night on this new patch, and it was very interesting. A lot of different things being tried out, and that one went to map 5. It seemed like, in the end, neither team really fully understood the meta. They just kind of ended up going with what works. So this is going to be Blackout opening us up here on that Doomfist, getting first kill onto DXH. Apollo with that Symmetra did manage to teleport onto point. They're using the double shield in the Rhine Orisa. And they do have the positional advantage, despite being a man down here. Oh, Blackout's going to follow up with another one, make that a 2-man advantage. But he does pay for his life. Truth coming up with that big kill. Trying to bounce things back. Apollo's still 1 man down here, but they have, or they're getting control of the point. Right now they have control of that point. They are getting percentage as we speak. Fisker tried to go in and stall that out, but he was just a moment too late. Miskitten's coming up with that kill. That's going to equalize things here as far as sheer numbers. It does seem like Ohana is kind of beating a slow retreat here, trying to back out. 15% in counting on the board for Apollo.
Yeah, they a lot sooner. If they don't have control and they don't have the players to back them up, they just need to completely retreat, because that's a lot of time just being wasted on regrouping.
Nevertheless, we got Ohana coming back in for another shot at it. 43% on the board. Here for Apollo, they're going to go ahead and drop that high new. Blackout, oh, ready for it. He's trying to teleport through the sim teleporter and gets punched right in the face as he drops that high noon, trying to go on the high ground. Blackout's going to turn on and drop that meteor strike on a point, and he finds that Symmetra. No more damage dealers on the board here for Apollo. They're going to follow up with the kill onto Truth, and it does look like Ohana is going to get this retake after a little bit of cleanup here.
That was so cool. I never would have really thought of using Sim's teleporter in that way to get kind of like a vantage point for McCree. So great job on the Doofus for like seeing that and instantly responding. That was amazing.
Of ultimates, 4 of them online ready to go, including that Blizzard. We do have a sound barrier on the other side, perhaps to counter that back. We'll see. We'll see if Applebee's is able to get that out in time. We're going to open up with a supercharger here on the side of Ohana. They're going to counter with 1 on the side of Apollo as well. Fisker drops that sound barrier, but it's not quite in time to save the May. And she dies with that Blizzard in her pocket. That could be bad, but Blackout's going to try to even the odds here. Getting the kill onto Applebee's. No more Lucio there. Going to turn his attention on that Symmetra. Finds that Symmetra. What a great pick. Coalescence coming out from Miss Kittens. Try to keep that team afloat. And they are going to find that kill onto Blackout as well as onto Tommy. So I believe it's a 3v2 here on point. 3v3? No, it is a... We have a swap as DX has gone over that Hanzo. He makes it back into the battle and picks up 2.
That's really good. The fact that they got the point back so quickly, especially with them having Symmetra, she's only really viable to use her turrets and gate in that ult charge if she...
As far as the ult economy, you can see that Earthshatter coming online. They're going to have that Photon Barrier and Dragons as well. Oh, but DX gets rocked and taken out. Now Blackout goes out as well, so both teams down a damage dealer, but DX died with those Dragons in his pocket. Now Mel's going to run in and die on point. Once again, holding that And a big shatter comes out. It lands against 4 of them. They are going to find that kill onto Aqua's overtime. Wick is starting to burn. DX is going to go after Dragons onto point to deny any kind of retake, and it finds 2. Blackout desperately throwing himself in here, trying to stall this thing out. He's going to drop his Meteor Strike, land on the Orisa, but he's surrounded by the members of Apollo, and he is not going to last long. They are going to take round 1.
Those turrets were just eating everybody up. Stagger yourself, get as much percentage as possible. Like, Mei should have just gone in, used her ult. She would have gotten another one if they didn't recontest with it, but it would have just given them more time and then hopefully a lot more percentage. So.
Well, coming into well, we're going to get a Risa Hog out of both sides. We are getting a Pharmacy on both sides as well. Apollo going to use the Soldier. Ohana coming in with a McCree. A little bit of battle in the skies starting things off. Both teams kind of probing for a weakness here. DX has worked around the outside of the lighthouse and manages to land a rocket onto Tommy. Now they are going to get that res off.
Ooh, but they wouldn't be able to put our toes on point. If you're going to recontest, you have to be on point so they don't get the early capture.
Yeah, and once again, Apollo coming up with that first percentage.
Ooh, that hook was so nice. That pull hook. Yes. I love that combo.
Got Mel trying to turn attention. Both the DPS on the side of Ohana turning their attention onto the sky, trying to get that Pharmacy out of the air. And it is Harambe actually coming up with a kill onto Blackout. So no more fire in the skies there for Ohana. He's now turning his attention to the front line, trying to put some damage into those big bodies. They are going to find the res onto that. Harambe not quite able to deny that, but he is coming up on a Tac Visor as we speak. We'll see if he chooses to go ahead and invest it in some battle here. We have 40% on the board and counting for Apollo. So far, Ohana not able to get much ground on the objective itself. Mel's going to open up with a good kill. That might go a long way in that endeavor. So we're going to have that Deadeye coming online shortly, but Barrage comes out. It hits Mel right in the face. Aqua able to get the kill, but Harambe's going to turn around and drop his Tac Visor as well. And that's going to lay waste to the members of Ohana as they all are going back to spawn.
Ohana is playing really passive right now. It doesn't here, so hopefully this run they're going to be able to go in with a plan.
Well, they are coming in with a couple ultimates. They got that Supercharger Sound Barrier. They'll have the Barrage coming online. Deadeye still in Mel's pocket as well. Trade kills in the beginning, so Apollo's down a tank, but they've lost, Ohana's lost their Pharah. And 98% to Barrage at that. That one's got a sting. That one's got a sting. They're going to try to flank around through this close right side here, turn their attention onto the front line. They are going to get the kill onto Rugby. Nice shot coming out of Melton, but he's down to 5 health, and Harambe's going to counter back, getting the revenge kill, and the rest is going to come through. That main tank is back on the field there for Apollo. Nice hook coming out, and Harambe goes down, though. Tommy's trying to come in and equalize. Blackout's going to go ahead and drop the Barrage in, and it finds 2, and it takes out the Supercharger as well, denying the value out of that ultimate. Ohana able to get capture progress started in that one as well, and yes, it was.
It was all about, like, pulling away their focus away from the Pharah.
Mel, once
I
again,
like the fact that both Pharahs are gone. Everyone switched off Pharah.
Yeah, once one team switched, they decided it wasn't enough. Oh, Truth trying to get a nice hook out, but Aqua counters back with a great halt, and it is Truth who falls down the well. Good opening pick here for Ohana. Tried to halt the Orisa, but she uses that fort to stay on the ground. Bob coming out from the other side, right into the heart of Ohana here. They are able to get that kill before he does too much damage, and Mel able to find a kill on that back end, flanking around from the outside, gets the kill onto the Mercy. They're going to throw that Orisa into the pit. Chased out with a mighty punch. I mean, really, she threw herself into it, but it looked like he punched her into the pit. Come on, it looked like it. Once again,
I'll give it to you.
Someone needs to tell Mel you cannot take these ultimates into the next round. I don't think we have seen him drop an ultimate yet. Round 1, holding on to that Blizzard through 3 engagements. And same with this Deadeye. I mean, I feel like even if you just get an early opening pick with it, you can still get value. You don't have to get a 6-man here.
Oh.
Blackout trying to go into the back line. Oh, nice Hulk coming out, throwing Harambe into the pit. Blackout's in the back line looking for more, but he only had 25 health to work with, and Truth's going to come up with that final blow. Coalescence coming out as the overtime. Wick is a burn-in, and Ohana is at control. All right, waiting for that fragile shield to respawn. Rugby comes out, but that 600 shield goes down almost immediately. Tommy's going to go ahead and drop his whole hog into the mix. He dies in the process. Oh, a DX countering back. Big 3K coming through on the McCree. Mel tried to come through and counter him back, but he gets stunned and shot out. Nevertheless, Ohana's still in control, but DX is going to throw that Deadeye into the mix. No, and they don't touch. Aqua with a good pair of kills, and Ohana hangs on. 1-1 here on Ilias.
That Orisa is insane.
We're getting Rein Zarya this time out of Apollo with Reinhardt and Orisa coming out of Ohana. Apollo coming in with the May Reaper. Well, we're getting McCree and Sim on the side of Ohana, as they have managed to get their feet planted on that objective first, using that teleporter, no doubt. Bubbles coming out as the Rein Zarya combo tries to charge in and get on top of them, but they just go down in the hands of Blackout and Mel. No more main tank, no more big damage dealer, and Apollo's on the back foot here. Ohana wisely sent somebody back to point to get capture percentage started, and they've got first control here on Ruins.
So great. They need to do that more.
Indeed, indeed. We are going to get a swap on the other side. DX moving over to that Hanzo. And they are going to swap Rugby on over, or they're going to the Reinhardt Orisa combo as well. This kitten's going to open up with that Coalescence, but a hammer comes down. Doesn't seem to find much but the Lucio, and Tommy's going to give his life in that process. Now the members of Apollo free to storm forward. Oh, but Aqua coming up big for his team, taking out the opposing Orisa. So main tank's down on both sides. Do have that supercharger online ready to go if needed, but it looks like the cleanup is coming through. Good hold onto that Sim. Whittled down super low. Mel going to come up with that final blow, and Ohana maintaining control here on Ruins.
Mel seems really comfortable on Symmetra's so fun. Turrets everywhere.
Well, Paul's going to path over the bridge this time. I think the Sim got pulled down into the pit. Oh, they're going to drop dragons right on top. Ohana's going to counter with a supercharger and a coalescence. Now we're going to get that Deadeye coming out from Blackout. It's going to pick off Arame. No more Sim there on the board. Oh, and Mel picks up a pair of kills. And Ohana maintaining control with 94% on the board. I think this is going to do it. They're not going to have time to get back. It's going to be 1-0 Ohana.
I'm so surprised by that match. I'm so surprised. At first, Ohana looked really, really strong. And I don't know, I feel like as soon as Mel got comfortable, there was no stopping them. There was no stopping them.
What's Ohana got in store for us here?
All right, Ohana. They're going to protect that Sim, which is no surprise. They had a great Symmetra on the first map, so I'm very excited to see that. Continue that, and they're going to be banning Junkrat. Oh, Junkrat's so great. You just spam in halls, and you just get ults so fast. He's like so great on this map.
Yeah, I could understand the ban as well. It does make sense.
All right, and now I have the protect and the ban from Apollo. We're going to have protection of Hammy and banning Orisa, which is interesting.
No horse.
Yeah. It's interesting why you would ban Orisa. But you know, hey, I'm excited to see what this looks like. You saw nothing!
I saw nothing. Just Temple of Anubis here. Nothing to see here.
I fixed. I put it where you can only pick Junkrat or Orisa, and then I thought about it. I'm like, did I? No, I wouldn't. I totally did. Oh my god.
And then of course we're getting Fisker in the chat saying, "All right, boys, so I think we run Orisa and Junkrat here."
It might be my day off, but I've had a long week, okay?
Only playable are Junkrat and Orisa. Now that's a tournament. Each
Choose
team,
your 2 players.
Yes, each team decides what 2 players are going to be used.
Here in the finals, we take things seriously.
Nothing but Orisa and Junkrat.
Can't you imagine?
We're getting Reinhardt Wrecking Ball. Wrecking Ball been the protected hero of Apollo. Arabe on the May, DX on the Widow.
Oh man. I have to get the giggles out.
Hey,
Ooh,
it's okay,
I love
it's
the
okay.
May pick.
Agreed.
Without that Junkrat, the May pick is really good to really block off people.
Well, and they're going to go ahead and use that May wall to protect their first entrance and get into that left side onto the Mega, left side from attacker's point of view. Now the Wrecking Ball goes into the back line, and he gets picked off. I think he was just trying to pull the defense off of that center platform, and they've got a teleporter there, so they can just easily go back and forth. Now you do have DX on that high ground, just raining shots A little bit of sim counter coming out. Oh, but the nice headshot comes through. Mel back to spawn. Follows it up with another good shot onto Fisker. And DX is just having an absolute field day here. Day at the shooting range. Take a bow. Well deserved. They're going to pick up a lightning fast point A.
With only one shield and no mobility on the side of Ohana, literally Widow just has free reign to do whatever she wants.
Nerves of steel. With that, he does have that Infrasight online, ready to go. They're going to have mines on the side of the offense as well. Coming up on an Earth Shatter and a Whole Hog on the defense, but nothing else to speak of just yet. If Truth's going to go ahead and drop in. Oh, and he gets the kill on the drop and throws the mines in as well. I guess all he killed was a turret, but nevertheless, Aqua's going to drop that Whole Hog in response. Blackout comes with a kill. Now they are going to find the res, and Blackout had traded with DX in that. And Rugby storms on the point. And just starts cleaving with that hammer. Picks up one. Tommy's going to go down as he got blocked off from a Maywall. Tried to dash out of there and find safety, but no such luck. Progress starting to come through. That May ult was
really great. You don't even have to use May ults to really freeze people. As long as you get them off point, you're doing exactly what you want to do.
Yeah, that is one time when a zoning ult is actually very viable. Earthshatter's going to come out, and that drops the opposing Reinhardt and the Lucio. As Tommy just ran into a ton of damage, Fisher's going to counter back, dropping his sound barrier down, trying to buy some room for his team, and they are going to come up with 2 kills on the back of that extra health. Looks like 1 tick of permanent progress is all Apollo's going to be able to pick up on this attack. Relying on the Reinhardt Wrecking Ball to do a lot of the up-close personal damage. Earthshatter's going to come out from Tommy, but I think members of Apollo had managed to get around that corner. It didn't really find anything. Maywall comes up and splits off that Symmetra. She's in trouble, and she's going to go down. Tommy's going to charge back in, try to respond, but he found himself in a world of hurt, landing into a pile of mines and an amp matrix, and now Apollo's going to press forward, try to hold these doors as they're starting to pick up a little bit of progress. Coalescence coming out from the side of Ohana as they look to push back in here, trying to keep that Reinhardt alive and on point. Aqua's going to swap over to that Hammond, but he gets frozen and down to negligible life. Then an Earthshatter comes out. It actually found the Hammond on the low ground as well. 3 coming off of that Earthshatter. All 3 sent back to spawn. And with that, they're going to pick up point B. 3:05 left in the time bank.
Ah, that was so clean.
So I mean,
guys.
I wouldn't be opposed. Would not be opposed.
Play the Torb.
Not necessarily a throw.
He was never a throw. What are you saying?
Yeah, well. All right, Apollo going on the defense here, hoping that great assault's going to be enough to tie up this match. They are going to bring Reinhardt Zarya in that vein. Rumble on the May with DX on the Ashe. They'll have Baptiste Mercy to keep the team topped off and standing. On the other side of the fence, we're getting Reinhardt Sigma coming out of Ohana here. So looking to push in. Blackout is going to be on that Widowmaker this time, and they're using a Sombra to help put the damage down.
I'm excited to see how they're going to be using this EMP, because not only do they have to focus on the Widowmaker in front of them, but the Sombra behind them. So I'm really excited. But that also means they don't have a lot of damage in places like this, the corner. Yeah, Apollo has a Brawl comp right now. They can get in and do that damage because their DPS aren't able to go in there.
So they were short of support before that engagement ever started. DX, takes a bullet but lands the headshot onto Blackout. Once again, opening pick coming through for Apollo. Now it does look like Ohana's trying to path around through this left side once again. Aqua with that Earthshatter online and ready to go. They'll have a Coalescence not too far behind. Earthshatter coming up online for the other side as well. We'll see who gets the better use out of that Reinhardt ultimate.
We do see that switch from Blackout. He's going to swap to Hanzo's setup.
Oh, the hammer lands and finds 4. Oh, but Miss Caton's with a well-timed lamp. The lamp is there. They're not able to get the kills just yet. Rugby does eventually go down, but they lose Blackout in the process. But without their big main tank, I don't know if they're going to be sustained. DX might be able to hold off the team. Picking up a good kill. Rugby is going to find himself one, though. Oh, and they are going to hold as the res came through. They got that Reinhardt back. I do like the swaps, you know. I mean, if it's not going to work, you got to try something different. You can't just keep beating your head against the wall.
Yeah.
Now, downside of that is they are putting themselves a little bit behind in the ult economy. We do have both of those DPS ultimates online and ready to go, as well as a Graviton Surge and an Amp Matrix there on the side of the defense. They're going to open up with that Blizzard, and the tanks are immediately caught Both tanks on the side of Ohana stuck in that. Both of them sent back to spawn. And that is going to shut down this assault right then and there with just one ultimate. Now the rest of the members of Ohana are kind of scattered here. They need to either throw themselves our point or reset. Now remember, we had that Symmetra protected here for Ohana. I'm surprised they're not trying to teleport through. You know, try something cheeky here. Oh, they're going to open up with an EMP, Gravitic Flux, Hammer combo. 3 ults used all at once, and they are going to find 3 kills on the back of that. Coalescence invested as well. So 4 ultimates coming out of Ohana, but it does yield them point A here.
In the words of you, they threw everything at them and the kitchen sink.
I'm flattered. Right, they have a good plan. They've got to tighten up that execution if they're going to want to at least keep themselves in this map. They're already behind in the time bank that Apollo has set. Rugby sitting there with his Earthshatter online ready to go. Wall's going to come out. Aqua's got to be careful. He's going to get caught off there. Fortunately, the orb's coming through from that Moira, and he's able to stay topped off. Earthshatter does come out, and that lands good. 5 members of Ohana caught in that shatter, and they just lay waste to that team. That assault is shut down then. Back to spawn with you.
That was nasty.
That was nasty.
So
what a
great.
huge shatter.
To go. Reaper May is awesome. Those two are really great on defense on this point because Ohana has to go to Apollo, so Apollo could just wait.
Right. I mean, they've got 2 minutes to do it. They do know he's up there, though. He has that mercy pocket, so he's not too scared of him. But he is going to go ahead and run back into the safety of the rest of his team. Once again, members of Ohana pathing around through left side from the attacker's point of view. They have an Earthshatter online ready to go. They're going to open up with the Coalescence here. Oh, nice. Maywall comes out, not only blocks the Coalescence, almost caught the Reinhardt. He was just able to manage to get back on the safety side there. Oh, Aqua throws his Shatter down, but finds nothing but the shield of Rugby. Now Matrix coming out from the other side. Rez is going to come through onto that Zarya, and Apollo is going to stand tall here. Members of Ohana beating a quick retreat.
Wow.
Yeah, good play coming out of Mel right there. Harambe had Fisker blocked off and hurt, and Mel came in, put some damage down, and distracted Harambe, gave Fisker time to get out of there, and that was huge. Mel able to build up that EMP in the process. So some good in-between fight awareness coming out of the DPS here of Ohana. We'll see if
Here's
they can...
this EMP. It's going to happen.
Yeah, waiting on point. The members of Apollo are kind of split off right now. They're starting to move in. Oh, but a big shatter comes through. Is it going to be enough? The EMP does find 5, but the shatter was there. Rugby is down super low. Truth chip down super low too. But Applebee's is going to drop that Valkyrie and top off both of those tanks. Great use of that Mercy ultimate. Blizzard being thrown in from Apollo as well, and that's going to do it for him. As 2-3 kills lighted up. Coalescence coming out from the other side, but it's not going to be enough. Anime Girl sent back to spawn. Now the chase is on for the exit kill on a Fisker. Just 14 seconds left on the clock. Can Ohana get in here and touch?
Since Ohana was split out and they couldn't get a good EMP, it was so hard for Ohana to really go in and push.
3 seconds. Tommy's got to get in there touch. Okay, looks like Lucio's going to get there. Overtime has been started. Tommy's going to go ahead and swing on a point, but they've got an Ant Matrix in their face waiting for him. He's forced to drop that adaptive shield early. He's trying to roll in the back and get the kill on Miss Kittens. He does find the kill on the Baptiste. Good opening pick for Ohana, taking down one of their big healers. Unfortunately, he finds the business end of a couple shotguns, and then DX is going to turn around and drop Death Blossom on the point. Rez gets denied by a big Earth Shatter. A little tactical crouching coming through from DX as they tie up this match. We're going into halftime, 1-1.
Crouching. Oh, man.
You never know when that sniper shot's going to come through. It doesn't matter if the map's over. You got to make sure you're not getting your head picked off. Yeah, this fat shatter, that 5-man shatter, wow.
Oh, my God.
We're all tied up, folks. We'll be back with map 3 to see who can take the edge in just a few moments. Match. So we head into jolly old England. This would be Ohana's pick here.
Jolly old England.
Jolly old
England.
AKA Kings Row.
Kings Row.
The best map ever made. Ooh. Alright, we are starting to get some Protect bans coming through here. Apollo going to open up with a Protect on Bastion. And they are going to ban Sigma.
If Ohana doesn't ban Baptiste, I swear. They banned Reinhardt. What?
Well, and their
That's so interesting.
Their protect was Orisa. So once again, tanks being targeted here, mostly in our protect bands, with the Bastion protect on the side of Apollo. The Sigma skin's really good too. But
my favorite is Hamster's victory pose.
Yes, no, the victory, that is fantastic. That is the best thing of the whole bunch is his victory pose. Imbibe, as they call it, which is great.
They swapped out the Torbjorn! No! Mel!
We are getting Apollo here on the defense to start us off, bringing us a little Orisa Hog. They are going to use Bastion and Hanzo. On the other end, we're also getting Orisa Hog out of out of Ohana on the offense. Bastion on both sides, Reaper on the D, Hanzo on the offense. I got my DPS characters confused there for a moment, but it is going to be Apollo starting us off, opening up with 2 kills. Make that 3 as Lucky Dog finds a nice exit kill onto Blackout. So for the defensive Apollo standing strong here on King's Bap and
without that res, it's going to be difficult. Not impossible, but she'll lose a lot of health very quickly being stationary.
Nice halt comes through, and Melcott in an awkward position on the other side of that wall. Lamp was there for a moment, but Harambe eventually does come up with that kill after dispatching that Lamp. With that, Apollo is just moving right on in, turning into the aggressor and finding a couple more kills. Ohana not quite able to escape.
If they really do that pull-hook combo, they have to do it really quickly. really, really quickly.
Yeah, you've got to be Johnny on the spot with that, with your halt hook. Harambe once again finds the opening pick onto Mel. Mel just struggling on this Bastion right now, not having any room to get in position and to work. And they just keep trying to path through this front door. I mean, just trying to run right up Main Street and get position around Statue. And again, like you're talking about, with that shield so flimsy, they're having a really tough time getting Mel in position. And once again, they are just in full control here. Rugby finds a good pick. Harambe came up with a lot of damage on that Hanzo, and they are going to find that final blow onto the Hanzo. He's not able to escape over the top of the wall. With that, you have all 6 ultimates online and ready to go. Valk being used right here in the very end of this engagement. I think Applebee's might should have held on to that. A lot of ultimates online here. A lot of people are going to be pressing Y in this next engagement.
Yeah, I would have definitely held on to the Mercy ult just because since Apollo isn't taking a lot of damage, her ult is going to take the longest to get back.
Well, they still have 5 others online and ready to work with. Once again, Harambe coming up with first kill onto Mel. Mel just having the hardest time in the Bastion v Bastion duel here on King's Row. Oh, Blackout with a nice shot on a DX, though. That might just open things up. One DPS on both sides has been taken out. He's just up here waiting in the wings. I think they're waiting for their Bastion to get back at this point, and then they're going to try to make a concerted push. See if they can take that 6v5.
With 1 minute left, they have to get some sort of attack going. It's do or die right now. It's literally do or die.
Well, they certainly have the tools in the bank to make it happen. Harambe is once again opening things up with first kill. He's aware that Lamp catches the Orisa just outside of the Lamp, then dispatches at the Immortality Field. Now try to turn his attention to the opposing Bastion. Truth finds the kill on Hanzo, hanging out behind Statue there. Looks like Tommy was trying to work around to the back, but he just alerted the entirety of Apollo, and now they're pouncing on him inside that house. He's going to go ahead and invest that whole hog. Oh, but he gets taken out. He was surrounded. He had a Baptista Reaper and a Roadhog on him. Now the other members of Ohana are going to come back in from the front door. They're going to throw dragons across it. Oh, but DXH with a big Death Blossom. That finds 3, and that is the nail in the coffin here on King's Row. No ticks picked up. Apollo have left the door wide open to take a 2-1 lead here in this match.
Definitely should have been thinking ahead and realizing that if this doesn't work, they needed to make those switches automatically and just go, okay, Bastion's not working. Let's go to another person.
Yeah, let's try something else. I couldn't agree more. They stayed with that Bastion way longer than they should have, I think. Well, they're going on the defense here. They're not totally done yet. They could still get us a draw here on King's Row. They're going to bring a Orisa Hog in that vein. Blackout on the
Symmetra.
Ash. Right. Mel on the Symmetra. On the other side of the fence, it looks like Apollo's bringing us Orisa Diva. Haven't seen a whole lot of Diva here in this tournament. We'll see if she can make her way back into the meta with this new patch. They're going to keep Harambe on that Bastion on the offense, and they're bringing a Pharmacy to the table as well. So use a DX maybe to displace them and help get that Bastion in position. Good halt coming through, but the lamp is going to be there to keep that team standing. DX is going to go ahead and remove that teleporter to deny the quick return.
It's a good hook on the Bastion. Getting him off that high ground, that was really, really good.
Oh, and Blackout finds the most important kill. Make that a pair of kills on the back of that TNT. Taking out the Pharmacy single-handedly. And that is a great opening pick here.
That Roadhog is really focusing on Bastion. He realizes that if he's uncontested, it's just going to be match. So he's doing his very best to really pull him down, make sure he's not able to be in that Sentry turret mode. So it's a really good job on Roadhog's part for Ohana.
When I'm just so not used to seeing the Bastion on offense. I was just automatically used to the Bastion being a defensive character. That's just that's where my brain wanted to go with it. Oh, and Harambe is going to find that opening pick with that attack Bastion. Speak of, they're going to try to go in and get that res. They do get that res off. Great play coming out of Applebee's there. I'm sorry, coming out of Anime Girl. DX working right out of the back line. They still have DX waiting in the wings, hiding above them with that barrage ready to go. Just waiting like a lion to pounce. Oh, but it is going to be Tommy opening things up with a good whole hog there. Oh, Mel turns around and finds the pick onto the Pharmacy combo. Are you kidding me? Great play coming out of Mel. DX sent back to spawn, holding that barrage.
The match is nasty.
Now this is going to be the fight here for Apollo. Is they're going to go ahead and open up with Supercharger and Amp Matrix. They have a ton of ultimates online and just one tick to capture. Truth is going to fly in and manage to pick up a kill with those rockets, get in the face of everybody on point, and they're starting to get that progress going. The barrage does eventually come out, and it finds two. Rugby throwing himself on point, but it's not going to be enough. It will be Apollo taking Kings Row in a 2-1 lead here in our playoff match.
Just so many ults. you couldn't do much. It was just so many.
Yeah. We are in round one of our losers bracket for the tier 3 here in our D9 community tournament. Apollo coming into playoffs 3-0. Ohana coming in 3-1. Ohana lost their opening round in a 3-0 sweep there to Guardians, while Apollo just barely got stuck down in the losers bracket, losing 3-2 to Saga's tier 3 team, landing them here today in our losers bracket round 1, where they have a 2-1 lead, looking to move on. They will, let's see, I believe they will face the loser of Guardians and Saga, if I remember correctly.
Oh man, them biddies. All right, so for Ohana, they're going to be protecting that Sigma and banning Baptiste. They noticed that Apollo, they did protect first, so they were going to be protecting that Bastion. We saw how devastating Apollo can use Bastion. So the fact that they're choosing to ban Baptiste, yes, finally. Yes. To round us out, Apollo's going to be banning Orisa. Interesting choice since they protected Bastion, but hey, I'm cool. We can work with this. I'm excited to see what they're going to be doing. All you gotta say is 2 words. Don't freak out, but you have to say Irish wristwatch.
Irish wristwatch.
That's the faster.
Irish wristwatch. All right, hold on. Let me focus. I get this. Irish wristwatch. Darn it. That is a tough one. Irish wristwatch. Nope.
You can't even get into the next word. It's perfect. My favorite is to ask drunk people that question. Just say 2 words. It's beautiful.
I guess I would sound the same either way, apparently, judging by that test right there. I'm going to be practicing that. Now you got it in my brain.
Yeah.
I'm going to come back an Irish wristwatch master, all right? That's.
Oh, no, that's just sad.
Thanks. Thank you for that, Olivia.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's get to the point at hand here. We are getting Ohana Oh, all right. Yeah, so Ohana is starting us off on the defense. We did get the swap back around. They are going to be bringing us Reinhardt Zarya with Blackout on that McCree mill on the Soldier. Soldier up on that high ground. Oh, and eat some rockets as we're getting the Sombra Pharmacy combo coming out of the other side. And Apollo's already in that back line. Nice boot coming from DX is going to send Fisker into the drink. DX is going to come up with another kill as well as they're trying to turn their attention to focus on that Sombra. But their attention is just too divided. DX coming up with 3 kills in that engagement, looking for more, trying to get the exit kill onto the Zarya. They are going to find that, as the entirety of point A is theirs to command here on Rialto. Here on the flank, good, nice hack onto that Reinhardt start us off. She does eat some bullets and force to recall back out of there. Translocate, rather. Back on the front line, shields to shield. Zarya Bubble's coming out as Aqua's looking to push forward, and he does find that kill. Rugby goes down, but they lose their main healer. They're going to try to get the res off. Res is denied. They find that kill, or at least scare her away. Didn't quite find the kill.
They're holding
Blackout.
on tight.
They are holding on tight. That was a great retake coming in on the enabled Aqua to get in and get that damage done. And as such, he is 95 to Shatter there, 85 to Graviton. Oh, but a big hammer comes out on the other side. Rugby getting a few with that one. Oh, and the mines come through. Truth with the massive minefield immediately picks up 4. And that is going to be... That is going to do it here for point A. Paulo pressing forward on this advantage. DX coming up with a nice exit kill onto Tommy. Look at Mercy way on the back end behind Aqua there. Oh, and a big charge, and Rugby absolutely overextends. The Mercy was on the way out as he went in, and he just finds himself surrounded by the members of Ohana. You have 5 ultimates online, everything but Coalescence online and ready to go here for Ohana on the defense. They are going to open up with that Deadeye. Takes DX out of the air, who was holding on the barrage. That was huge, but Harame's got to counter back, dropping that EMP. On the back of that, Truth is going to move in, find himself one, but he gets stunned. He's down to almost no health. Aqua able to find that kill. DX does finally return, barrage in hand, ready to go. Aqua catches the bad end of that ultimate, but that is going to be the only victim so far. As they're trying to hold this very tough corner on point B. Nice sleep and anti going through onto Zarya. Tommy going down super low.
It's very interesting that no matter, like, they swapped off of the... Oh, there's an...
Yeah, early grab coming out. They're going to throw the nano boost onto the Reinhardt to keep him alive through that grab. Great play coming out of Lucky Dog. Blackout Racer goes down to the bullets of Harame, and DX follows up with a kill onto Aqua. So no more main tank here on the side of Ohana, and on that, Rugby charges in, finds a good pin kill, and they are trucking right along through point B here.
What I was going to say is Apollo has a very much of a split focus comp. You're drawing the attention in your back line, up above your head, wondering where the invisible Sombra is, and sometimes that can work against you just because you are in so many different areas. You're not necessarily working as a team, but it doesn't seem to be phasing Apollo at all.
No, their coordination is right there. They're putting the attacks in from the above, behind, and from around all simultaneously. They're doing a great job on their execution. Now Ohana does open up with a nice kill onto the Pharah, but Rez will come through on that. We did have a sleep dart land on Aqua, but the heal's there to keep him topped off. Early hack, but he gets a bubble. He's able to retreat out. His Truth is going to come in, try to slam something down. He's got those mines online ready to go. Oh, and hack comes out on the other side. Rugby, as hack cannot get his shield up, and he is going to go down. No more Reinhardt here for Apollo. Applebee's had gotten chipped down super low. That would have been a fortunate kill on the side of Ohana. Unfortunately for them, Apple is able to escape and get out of there. Oh, Blackout almost got whittled down, able to get a last-second flash nade out and save his hide on that one. Forcing Truth back out. They do get that kill. Once again, Rez coming through. EMP barrage off. You see DX is working his way around the rooftop, trying to find an angle within to drop this. There goes that EMP. Barrage is going to come in right behind it. They couple it with mines as well. That is going to combine for 3 kills right out of the gate. That should be enough for them to at least get this payload inside the room.
The sink. Definitely the sink.
That was the sink.
That was the sink.
Well, and we're seeing, once again, talking about that coordination, all 3 came out practically simultaneously. Within the same second, they had dropped EMP, barrage, and mines.
It's a little overkill, but
a little bit.
They're definitely working for them.
Well, early hack comes out onto Tommy, who was holding his grab, but never mind that. Aqua drops a fat 4-man shatter down. EMP was in there as well. And they are going to charge in on the back of that. Kills coming through. What a great combination of ultimates.
I'm waiting for Truth to swap off of Hamster.
Translocate out of there. Oh, the Junkrat! Junkrat had gotten down into a weird position. DX swapping over to your favorite spam character there. And thought he had himself an advantage, and the ball came in and was able to get the final blow. It was Blackout who got destroyed. Oh, and Rugby comes through with a massive shatter.
Ooh, that's a great
Tommy's going to counter
grab.
back with a Graviton of his own. Valk coming out from Applebee's to keep that team topped off through said Graviton. But I think their members are dwindling. Truth is hacked in the background, and they are going to get that kill onto Truth. Rugby trying to press forward now, see if he can find any space. Blackout's going to turn around and drop his Deadeye and take out the Ohana. Big chunk of heals gone. Follows it up with a good shot onto Rugby. Ohana holding strong here on the back of it. He's not done. Good stun onto the Junkrat. Big 3K coming through for Blackout.
They're doing it. Right now, both EMPs are available, so it's basically who can get it off first at this point. Minute left. Everyone's getting to the down to the edge, and people are going to be using their ults in this next fight or the fight after that. So.
Oh, home run by Mace trying to back cap. He's got the ability back. He's invisible, so it's not doing anything to him just yet. Okay, they're backing up on the point. He's going to go and drop that EMP. That's going to find 5 members. Everybody but the opposing Sombra, and the tanks are running for their life. Mel is going to go ahead and drop an EMP of his own, but it's not going to be enough. Truth had already thrown those mines down. 3 members of Ohana fall into that minefield. Now it's just Blackout and the Lucio on point, trying to make something happen here. He's going to throw a desperate Deadeye into the mix, but finds nothing. Truth right on top of it. Takes him out before he's able to pull the trigger. Now we're in desperation stall mode for Ohana. Coalescence coming out. They've gone over to a ball of their own. And to answer your question, it looks like Truth is not dissuaded off of this Hammond, and it's been a good move. Another shatter coming out from Rugby. Hammond was at 2 in 30 seconds. It's unbelievable. Tire thrown into the mix. And with 3.4 seconds left on the clock, Apollo is able to finally push this thing through. We are getting Apollo on the defense here, hoping that push through to point C is going to be enough to get the win and move them on here in our playoffs. They are bringing Reinhardt Zarya in that vein. Ash Reaper in the damage department. We're getting Tracer Sombra out of the side of the offense.
Interesting.
Blackout trying to duel with Harambe on that Reaper right now. That Tracer does not want to get too close. A little battle in the stairwell. Meanwhile, on the front line, Truth is going to get hacked, and the payload is just pushing on through this corner as they approach the courtyard. They do have DX on that high ground to deal with on that Ash. Big charge come through from a bubbled Reinhardt, but that shield is quickly getting whittled down, and Rugby is going to find that pick. Tracer in the back line, but DX is aware, denies that flank. Rugby coming up with 2 key kills in that. Apollo is going to hold here on point A.
If Ohana can use both of those flanking characters to take out the Ana first, or the Mercy, either or, their priority.
Everybody dive at once. They do have the Mercy in their sights. Here comes the Tracer. Managed to get some shots off, but Applebee's is going to use that Valk to get out of harm's way. Tracer's going to turn her attention onto that Ana now, doing exactly as you suggested, trying to find those supports. Nope, never mind. Let's go on to the front line. Pulse Bomb online, ready to go. Meanwhile, the tank line of Apollo is just cleaning house. The flanker's taking too long, not getting enough value. And that front line is just having their way with Ohana.
You don't want to leave Azaria uncontested with that much charge for long. Oh, there's a great kill on the Ana. There it is. Oh.
That's exactly what they need to open with. That res is going to come through, and a graph coming through on the other side, coupled with Bob. Bob himself coming up with 3 big picks. DX follows up with 1 of his own. Yeah, they needed to deny that res at the very least to try to have any hope. Buck 30 on the clock. Still time for Ohana to make something happen here. They've got both tank ultimates in their pocket ready to go. Good bubble coming out onto that Reinhardt as he continues to press forward. He's going to go ahead and drop that Earth Shatter. The Earth Shatter does find Ford, but he gets knocked on his own butt. They trade out kills. Truth goes down, but they find the kill onto Aqua, so no more main tank here for Ohana as they're trying to push through into this courtyard. 70 seconds on the clock. Good hack comes out onto Rugby. Can they find that final blow? No, the heal's coming through. Applebee's there. Heal beam firmly planted on that Reinhardt. Nano's now coming through, and he's going to drop a big shatter. Oh, but the EMP comes out on the other side. EMP finds 5. Is it going to be enough? No. No follow through. Apollo coming through with the kills, lighting up that feed. DX in particular coming through for his team there in that engagement.
I like the switch off of the Tracer to the McCree. A lot of stuns. Rugby is getting really good pins, so if they're able to stop the pins before they actually like secure a kill, and then the swap to Reaper for Mel off the Sombra. They're doing really good choices with their switches. Hopefully with 30 seconds on the clock they'll be able to do something though.
Little duel in the back alley between DX and Blackout there. Both of them go down about half health. DX has got that Mercy pocket waiting there for him though. Meanwhile on the front line they're going to try to push through. Good pin comes out and Harame gets caught in the back end of that. With that Reaper down, they've got to push forward. Coalescence coming out to try to aid in that as well. But again, a big charge coming through just as you were talking about. But he pays for it with his life. Mel there waiting for him. And you called it, hit the nail on the head. You got to take care of Rugby. Then you have the room to move forward. And now you've got Aqua with this Earthshatter ready to go. No Reinhardt on the opposing side. It's taken him until overtime to get this momentum going, though. You can see that Wick is a burning.
Better late than never. Better late than never.
Definitely expecting a retake here. Now, good news for Ohana as Rugby went down early and didn't get his Earthshatter built up, and we get a great Earthshatter from the other side. And he takes Rugby for a ride all the way out to the other corner. Back on the front line, Blackout's going to drop his Deadeye. Tommy comes through with a big pick as well. And I think Ohana have found that momentum. They will get point A here. We do have both tank ultimates online here for the defense. Tommy able to build up a whole hog in a pretty quick manner there. Little Reaper duel going on the high ground. Mel found the wrong end of some shotguns and forced to fade out there. Forced to Wraith form out. Oh, nice anti comes through onto that back line. Are they going to get any follow-up? They are. Mel goes down. He was antied and found himself in a duel with Harambe. Good stun comes through over the shield of Aqua, and he's on his back foot now. Deadeye online, ready to go for DX as they're pressing the members of Ohana all the way back onto the bridge. You have Blackout on that high ground, but I think they are aware. He's got to watch his back. He's got DX coming up behind him. He does get the stun out, but no, DX does find that flank kill coming in to aid his Reaper there. Good coordination, good communication on the side of Apollo. Now Tommy does counter back, get a little revenge kill for his friend. Gets a nice hook out, but Graviton Surge comes out from Apollo. Coalescence from Mora keeps that team topped off. They're going to try to drop Death Blossom, and he gets stunned out of it. They're still continuing to chase, though. Apollo with a...
Asana's...
Go ahead.
Asana's doing really great with her. Look, there's the nano again. And these antis that she keeps doing, she's a very aggressive Ana, which helps her team the way that they've been working so far. Like, every time. Look, she's doing such great work for her team right now. Yeah,
now you've got that hog anti. He's not able to heal, and he's not going to escape. They get the good exit kill onto the Roadhog. Got 4 ultimates online and ready to go, so they have some emergency tools in their bank. Just 20 seconds on the clock here. One last push for Ohana to make something happen. Their playoff dreams resting on this engagement. They've got an Earthshatter, but not much else to speak of. They're going up against a whole host of ultimates. They're going to throw the Earthshatter early, and no, Rugby blocks it. He is not phased. He throws his own Earthshatter down, and that finds Mel. Kills him with a charge, but Blackout's going to respond back. Gets the nice kill on Applebee's. No more mercy here for Apollo. Is it going to be enough? Can Ohana push through? Truth finds the kill onto Blackout. That's a big chunk of damage down, but Harame's going to go ahead and throw his Death Blossom in. Oh, and that's going to spell disaster here. That is going to do it. Apollo are going to win the match. They will be moving on.
Sink. It was the sink.
They had the ultimates to work with, and they threw them all. That's definitely that is the quintessential kitchen sink that they threw at him right there.
Hamster! Yes! He was doing so great on this map. I swear, I thought he was going to swap off as soon as he saw the Sombra. I'm so glad he didn't.
Look at dropping onto all the members of Ohana as they just lie there and wait. Nothing they can do. Well, I want to big thank you to everybody for tuning in. We really appreciate everybody out there watching us, all the support from the community. It's just so nice. It's so awesome. Olivia, thank you for joining me here today. Always a pleasure casting with you.
Anytime.
Look forward to doing it more. Well, that's going to do it for us, folks. Y'all remember to look out for each other in game and out. Have a great